amala. Amal normal daanwa daana idi. Normal daapan. Taade beeda bachinar bali. Oda me in sir dengaada awal catch drop. अरे हेमिंग होंडा टर्न එක දාන්න හොඳට ටර්න් කරලා हेमिंग දාන්න ලා කරද انا مختار عشان سيديا شابا مالا شرطة ويلي ده أخرجوني تكيك Come on, Cossonay! There you go. Come on, Zug. Come on, Zug. Jangan peluang ya.
All good? Seems to be. Hasn't crashed yet today, which is nice.
خرجوا عند منډي وو
موږ تاسو بیټینګ کې
هغه کې دا نهاري عبد
المر سترګو ته راځي ګرمي کېږي ډېره
amala මොන පැත්තට කරකවන්නේ මම
ෂොට් නෝ
Cossonay!
Huh?
It's okay, boys. It's okay. Come on, come back, quick.
पार करना हो ना कबूल देकर गावट आप break 3 minutes guys come on guys let's be fast pause
And welcome back from the drinks break to Cossonay Cricket Club versus Zug Cricket Club. And if you've just joined us, we have Cossonay Cricket Club 88 runs down for the loss of 3 wickets into the 12th over now. Make that 89. The stream seems to be up and fairly stable now, so we'll try a bit of commentary as well, just to add a bit of flavour to your experience. 2 relatively new batsmen at the crease. Excellent opening partnership between Aidan Andrews and a new partner today, Jay Singh not available, so Ismail Zaidi promoted up the order, batted very well, 25 off 20 balls. And Aidan Andrews, as always, some runs, 34 today. But just a break on the scoring rate for Cossonay now. Some good bowling from Zug, 3 wickets down and 2 new batsmen at the crease. As that is lovely cut shot pulled out there by Cossonay's highest ever run scorer, Satya Narayanan, pushing the score up over 90. Very nice indeed. Let's try and get a replay of that for you. Cossonay will be hoping Satya can get some momentum going here today. He's been quiet this season so far, but he's the type of player that if he gets going, there's no stopping him. And no doubt Cossonay will be crossing their fingers for that today, this being their 6th league match of the Cricket Switzerland Pickwick T20 League. They're currently sitting 3rd in the Western Central Division, Zug just below them in 4th, so a crunch match for both of these sides. Cossonay looking to push up into 2nd position on the ladder. Doesn't look like anyone will be able to catch Alton the way they're going at the top of the Western Central Division. But Cossonay looking to shore up their position with just 1 league match left after this before the quarterfinals. .95 the score now after 12 overs. Ashwin Vinod on strike now, hasn't been out of the crease very long, but has played some excellent cameos for Cossonay over the last few weeks. Only 1 ball faced last week against, who was it last week? Argyle Cricket Club. He was only out there for 1 ball, faced the last ball of the innings and smashed it for a glorious 6. And the week before that, a couple of winning partnerships against Paktoon Cricket Club and Geneva 11 Stars. Still plenty of time left in this innings. 7 overs left, so time for him to work in to his innings. Take a couple of balls, which he seems to be now, and hopefully unleash towards the end of the innings. Cossonay in a pretty good position at the moment. Still plenty of wickets in hand. As I said previously, they are missing Jay Singh from the team that beat Argyle last week. 2 other changes, Bharat Narayanan also out of the side. And his namesake Satya coming in to replace him, Wasim Javed also coming in to the side, and Philippan Rasalingam, the pinch-hitting off-spinner, out today and replaced by Rhett Andrews. Lovely bowling here from the Zug team. Really putting the brakes on through this middle order when Cossonay would be looking to push on. Uppishly driven there by Ashwin, just the single. Zug do have a deep cover sweeper out there protecting the short boundary. Well bowled again. Satya back on strike. So for those unfamiliar with the ground here at Cossonay, the offside for Satcher here now is the short boundary. Where he's just hit it now, that won't go. That sweeper out there has come around. Satcher has to hurry, he's going to get there. Looks like he is comfortably home in the end for 2 runs. Well played and well fielded out there in the deep. End of the over, a pretty good one for Zug, really, only a few off it. 98 the score by my reckoning. The commentary position here at Cossonay is not particularly close to the scorers, so we'll try and get confirmation of that score for you. $98 for 3 off 13 overs is the score for Cossonay. Ashwin Vinod back on strike now for the start of the 14th over. Very good tight bowling here from the Zug side and good fielding there. Couple of dropped catches earlier in the innings, but some good ones held as well. Zug being up in the north of Switzerland, not too far from Zurich, so they've driven a couple of hours this morning to get down here to Cossonay. Just a single there for Ashwin, taking the score to 99. Again, that deep cover sweeper out there doing the fielding for Zug. Oh, a lovely dive there at backward point, trying to reel in that cut from Satcher. He does well to chase it down, lovely fire back into the stumps, and that limits Cossonay to just the 2 runs. That does bring the 100 to the board for Cossonay. I think they'll be looking for a minimum of 160 here, 170. After bringing up 200 in their last 2 matches, actually, against Geneva 11 Stars and Argyle. That's a lovely piece of bowling. Oof. The sky's looking pretty heavy above us here now. You can't possibly tell so well on the stream, but the clouds are sitting pretty low. There was a lot of rain here in Canton Vaud of Switzerland overnight, and there is rain forecast for this afternoon, so we'll be hoping that we get a full match in with no interruptions. Lovely bowling again here from Zug. That's over. Confirmation from the scorers, and another good one from Zug. Just the 3 or 4 off it. Start of the 15th over here now for Zug, and a dot ball to start. So this has been a great few overs from Zug, really controlling the run rate, not letting Cossonay get away. Boundaries hard to find. And the Zug captain here obviously sensing the pressure that is mounting on the Cossonay batsmen out there. We can only see 4 of the potential 5 deep fielders out there. We've got deep long, deep off, deep mid wicket, and deep cover again. Just the 4 deep fielders. Unusual to see in a T20, but the close-in fielders restricting the singles and keeping the pressure on Cossonay. 3 dots in a row. Ashwin will be desperate to feel that on ball. And another dot. Excellent bowling from Zug. If Zug can look to restrict Cossonay to under 140, they'll be feeling right in the game and very confident of being able to reel that down. Ashwin's had a go at that. It's gone high. Don't think deep mid-wicket's going to get around to it. He will cut it off. Just the single. And Ashwin will be happy to get off strike, I think. Excellent bowling from Zug. And with 7 wickets in hand, probably not a bad idea with 5 overs left in the innings for the Cossonay guys to really start hitting out and have a go. As Sachi does just that, powerfully driven. It is cut off by the long off-fielder. Again, just a single. But better batting from Cossonay. Excellent over from Zug. Well bowled, well fielded. Just the 2 singles from it. 5 overs left here, right into the meat of the innings now. Sachin Narayanan on strike, sitting on 14 at the moment. Powerfully pulled out there. There is a deep mid-wicket on that short boundary. Pretty much straight to him. Just a single. Do see the full complement of deep fielders out at the moment. 2 deep mid-wickets, especially for... Oh, excellently bowled slow ball. Ashwin was all over the top of that. Very, very well bowled. The senior head, Satya, coming down to have a word to his young teammate. Possibly saying let's just get a little bit of bat on ball. I'll get down the other end and we'll try and get through the over that way. Oh, that's more wayward from Zug. They've been excellent with their line in the last few overs. That one's just got away from him. Welcome run for Cossonay. And another big swing for Ashwin. Not connecting today. Possibly prefers it to bounce a little bit more, quite the low arm action, a shorter bowler for Zug at the moment. The bounce not quite getting up to possibly where Ashwin would rather it be. Very good bowling. Straighter this time. And a shy at the stumps from the keeper. He was very sharp. Couldn't connect, and I think Ashwin was possibly back in his crease anyway. It's great stuff. Lots of pressure here on Cossonay. 10 and over is still, from this point, not a huge score. Not the huge scores they've been used to over the last few weeks anyway. Ashwin picks up a single, clipped out to mid-wicket. Satya back on strike. Looks the most likely of these two out there at the moment, Satya, to be able to pick up a few boundaries. Looking around the field, they do have the deep mid-wicket, 2 deep mid-wickets, sorry. Deep long on, deep long off. And he's gone straight back over the bowler's head. That is a classic slap back down the ground. The 2 deep fielders there, no chance of cutting that off. Welcome boundary for Cossonay. That takes the score to 110. We'll try and get a replay of that. Classic shot from Satya. That ends a pretty good over for Zug. but better for Cossonay. That's absolutely slapped from Sacha. Almost took the bowler's head off in his follow through.
The two deep fielders there, no chance of coming.
And back to the last 4 overs of the innings, into the death now. 10 and over from here gets them to 150. Cossonay will want at least that, absolute minimum, I would have thought. Especially having won the toss and gone into bat. Well fielded there at point from Zug. Just the single, but that does bring Sacha back on strike as the Nelson comes up, 111. That's an excellent shot from Sacha, straight onto his pads, and he is not going to miss out there. Powerfully driven away in between the deep mid-wicket and the deep long on. Very good shot from Sacha. Hardly bothered running, he knew that was 4 straight off the bat. He's had another go again, there is a fielder out there, he settles under it and he takes it comfortably. Sacha is out. Arms held aloft from the Zug bowler, 4th wicket down for Cossonay. And that is a big wicket for Zug. Sacha looking to unleash in these death overs. Didn't quite get a hold of it. It's a pretty short boundary out there, and the deep cover fielder comfortably under it, taking a good catch. Hemant Ganesh, the new batsman out there now. One of the stars of the batting order against Geneva 11 Stars 2 weeks ago. A big partnership between these two batsmen actually out there at the moment. 99 not out to finish that innings. Oh, a quick single, or a better throw, possibly could have caught Hemant short for a diamond duck, but they do get through for the single. Bit of rearranging of the stumps there, I think, from the umpires. Hemant to face his first ball of the innings. Another young man, quite a young side, Cossonay at the moment. Both of these two out there have plied their trade in England while their study as well. Oh, the stumps have saved a few runs for Zug there, well fielded by the stumps at the bowler's end. Good shot first ball from Hemant, but nothing from it. Oh, excellently bowled there. That's a pretty good over in the end from Zug again. 6 runs off it and the wicket of the in-form bat. And Plenty of work here for Cossonay if they're looking to get up to that 150 mark. Still looking a long way off. Still some depth for Cossonay to come out. They don't have their pinch hitter, or probably two of their main pinch hitters in Dilipan Rasalingam or Bharat Narayanan today. But Wasim Javed still to come in. Has opened the batting for Cossonay in the past. So certainly can handle the bat. Skipper Andrew Ryan, of course. Red Andrews has been known to blast a few. So it'll be interesting to see who is padding up next for Cossonay. 3 overs left in this innings. Ashwin Vinod on strike. Well flicked away. The mid-wicket fielder gets around again. Oh, that's a bit sloppy there from Zug, and very well run to get the extra overthrow there. Good heads-up cricket from Cossonay, and they do need every single extra run like that. It's gone up, Ashwin. That's over the head of the deep, long off fielder. He had no chance of getting that. That might take a bit of finding in the bushes up there. We'll try and get a replay. But that's just the strike that Cossonay needed to get this run rate back up. Let's have a look at this replay. Moving across his stumps and just hammered back over the bowler's head. Excellent strike from Ashwin Vinod. That's more what we've been accustomed to seeing from him over the last few weeks. Very clean strike as we see the Zug fielders up in the forest surrounding the lovely ground here on Marche at Cossonay. Looks like they've found it emerging from the bushes. Another tight line there from Zug. Ashwin unable to get it off his pads, just a dot ball. Flicked away off his pads, onto the toes. They're going to come back for 2. No, they decide against it. Possibly a good call. Just a single. 125 the score in the middle of the 18th over, sorry. So just 2 to come after this. Excellent break bowling from Zug in the second half of this innings. Cossonay were looking at a big score at that point. Flicked away from Hemant Ganesh, and that's excellent placement. Beats the 2 deep mid wickets. And very well batted. We'll get a replay of that. In the second half of this innings, Cossonay were looking at a big score at that. Again coming across his stumps. Both of these batsmen looking to do that out there at the moment. And Hemant's gone again. It's gone closer to the fielders. And it's beaten them again. That's another boundary for Hemant Ganesh. Excellent batting. Driving Cossonay towards a total they'll be fractionally happier with. Very, very well batted. That's the end of that over, and a good one for Cossonay in the end. That has got their innings back on track. Again,
Gone
moving
closer
across
to
his
their
stumps as we
fielders.
see on the replay there
And it's
from
beaten them
Hemmant.
again. That's
Trying
another
to work
boundary
the
for
bowler
Hemmant
across the
Ganesh.
crease. Does so
Excellent
very
batting.
effectively there and excellently
Driving
placed to
Cossonay
beat the two
towards a
deep
total they'll
mid-wicket
be
fielders.
fractionally happier with.
New over now into the second last over of this innings. We'll just double check that the score you see on the screen there is correct. Yep, 133 is indeed the score. 4 wickets down for Cossonay, 2 overs left. Looks like some spin in this second last over to try and dry things up again. Lovely shot from Ashwin Vinod. Lovely shot indeed. That takes Cossonay to 137. Let's try and get a replay. No time for a replay, unfortunately. The bowler's quickly back into his action. Oh, advancing, and he's been stumped. Good work there from both bowler and keeper. He's not happy with himself, Ashwin. He's done the job though. He's hit a few boundaries late in his innings. Looks like it would be Mumtaz Ahmadzai coming out to try and smash a few at the end of the innings. Let's try and get a replay of that wicket. Coming down the track, Ashwin played all around it, and very sharp work there from the Zug wicket-keeper. Takes the stumps out of the ground. Not that they are in the ground, but you know what I mean. And that is the end of Ashwin. Well batted from him though in the end. 5 wickets down for Cossonay. Mumtaz at the crease, no helmet on. And we saw he was the hero for Cossonay against Paktoon Cricket Club a couple of weeks ago, hitting a 6 off the second last ball to tie up the match. What can he do here today? Oh, he's had a big go at it straight away, just played on the ground back down to the bowler. Looks like a very crafty spinner here, very experienced. Tosses it up a bit more loopy, and Mumtaz has just played that down for a single, too long on. Which a good outcome for Cossonay, possibly, bringing Hemmant back on strike. We'll see if he can handle the slow spin. A bit flatter this time, and he's edged that away. The keeper can't get to it. Is it going to run away for 4? It will. 4 vital runs for Cossonay. And that's the sort of stuff that, as a bowler, you just have to hang your head a bit. What more can you do? You got the edge, no slip in place, of course. Would have been a great take from the keeper. Quick replay while they adjust their field. As we saw the edge fly away for 4 runs. We'll go back live now, up to the crease. Hemmant powerfully struck again. That is a hell of a shot. Excellent batting from Hemmant Ganesh here. The young man showing the Cossonay team how it's done. That's worked out to be a very good over for Cossonay in the end, even with that wicket. Let's get a replay of that ball. Excellent batting from Hemmant Ganesh. He's picked up the line very quickly there and heaved that away for a welcome boundary. 6 deliveries left in this innings for Cossonay. Mumtaz to take the first of them. It's 146 the score. Can Cossonay get it up to that 160 mark? Mumtaz on strike. He's got a hold of that one, and it's beaten those two deep mid-wickets again. That's a lovely strike from Mumtaz. He's got a hold of that. That takes the score to 150. What a powerful strike from Mumtaz. Try and get a replay of that.
Got a hold of that one, and
Clean
it's
swing at the bat from Mumtaz and excellently placed. Bowler in again. He's picked that up, hasn't quite middled it. They should get two at least. It will be cut off out there as they scamper back through. No, he's missed it. He's gone completely over the top of the ball, the fielder out there, and it has rolled away, trickled really over the boundary for four. These last few overs have been absolute gold for Cossonay.
Again, he's picked that up, hasn't quite
Well
middled
batted
it.
from Mumtaz as well. Oh, and he's launched that one. It's high in the air. There is a man under it, and he takes it very comfortably. That's a good take for Zug. Mumtaz is gone. He was looking very dangerous, but he did the job he was out there to do. Two quick boundaries, and Cossonay will be happy with his contribution there. Wasim Javed, the new batsman. One man out there again, and it's over his head. That's six. Hemant Ganesh is on fire here for Cossonay. They can't stop him. That takes the score to 160. Cossonay will be thinking now this is a defendable total. Excellent batting from Hemant. He's picked out his area and he is absolutely peppering that boundary out there. Better bowling from Zug into his pads there, not where he wanted to hit the ball, but they do come through for a single. Must have gotten an edge on it that time. Let's try and have a look at that six, the ball before.
Another one, man out
Clean
there
swing
again,
off
and
the
it's
bat,
over his head.
absolutely
That's
fine.
six.
Wasim Javed.
दो चार बंदे फाड़ दे आज
हाँ
Sacrificed for the game.
Neither. Bravo. lead with Mr. Vinod, so that they can find someone to do the Crick HQ. Yeah.
Let me actually.
Do you mind if we bowl to him, or do you have a...
Can we bowl it, okay?
Yes.
Anyway, you're going to bowl.
Well, true. Oh, left-hander, mate. Should be illegal.
Out. Come out.
Okay, ready. 1 wicket gone.
He's out. Come out.
Second wicket.
Sorry. Sorry.
Be careful. Too much flight, mate. Too much flight.
One more wicket.
Anna, मैं आतुला टका.
Right, we'll see. Just got to warm up, mate. Pick up.
Oh.
Okay, 4 minutes to go. We should be okay. All right, boys, just split into 2 groups. Give yourself a bit of pie catching. You guys come over here. Throw it around to each other like we were doing the other night. Take the first one a bit.
Ball.
मैं बोले अंदर डालते हैं हेलमेट के
Oh no. I don't know.
I've got soft there.
Heavy. Why I'm not
Okay, 2 minutes. Okay, boys, in the field. Okay, boys, get the balls in. Hayden, please.
Last one. Yeah, thank you.
Ready? Right. Boy! Good recovery. Wasim, you're into the third man catching position. Red, go into probably backward point. Let's go in.
Welcome back to the second innings of this Cricket Switzerland Mr. Pickwick T20 League clash between Cossonay Cricket Club and Zug CC. And the worst possible start for Zug here, losing their opener LBW to Aidan Andrews in the third ball of the innings. I think it was the third. No shot offered, and Aidan's gentle swing into his pads, and the umpire had no hesitation to give it. Maybe we'll try and have another quick look at a replay while the new batsman gets his guard going. No shot offered, and no hesitation from the umpire as we go back live. First ball for the new batsman. Oh, beaten all ends up. Excellent bowling from Aidan Andrews, deceiving many batsmen here in Switzerland. Fairly gentle pace, but swings the ball fairly substantially. One of the leading all-rounders here in Switzerland, opening the bowling and the batting for Cossonay. And an excellent over for Cossonay to start, well bowled by Aidan there.
Hey guys, someone look for a scoreboard.
Looks like it will be Vickers Butt to bowl the second over at the far end there. Vickers and Aidan, two of Cossonay's all-time leading wicket takers. Both of them actually passing 50 wickets for the club 3 weeks ago, I guess it was now, against Alton CC up in Alton. The breeze just starting to increase here at Cossonay now. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but there is quite a stiff breeze blowing across the ground. A very flimsy commentary structure here, in quite a bit of danger of coming down. But there is rain forecast this afternoon, so we'll be hoping that it holds off long enough for us to finish this Zug batting innings uninterrupted. In the power play, so just two fielders out. We have a deep cover, it looks like, and a deep long off. Straying onto the body there, Vickers. Just the single. Well bowled by Vickers here now. Big swing. No connection there from Zug. Reasonable total in the end from Cossonay, 162. It was a seesawing innings. They were looking on target for 180 minimum into the 8th, 9th over of the innings. Well bowled again from Vickers Bart. But some excellent bowling through the middle of the innings from Zug. Really restricted Cossonay, and the brakes were put on very swiftly, and they were rescued by some late hitting from Hemant Ganesh in particular, Ashwin Vinod and Mumtaz Ahmadzai as well. Lovely over from Vickers here. Not moving the Right, looks like we may be back up and stable again on the live stream, so we'll try a bit of commentary again too. Into the 5th over now. Cossonay reasonably tight, but Zug just keeping enough boundaries flowing to make sure they are staying in touch with the required run rate. A little bit of sunshine starting to come out again now at Cossonay, which makes things a little more pleasant. Hopefully we do see that hold and the rain staying away, so that we can see what looks to be a very good chase at the moment for Zug. Great bowling from Aidan Andrews here. A lot of pressure building on the Zug batsman out there. And he's let his standard slip a little, Aidan there, pushing down just outside the wide ball line. An extra run for Zug, taking their score up to 24. This is the 5th over. Coming through for a quick single now. They'll do it comfortably. Good pressure on the fielders. And that closes out the over, I think. No, one to... Very tight again here from Bart. Good fielding from, I think that was Arjun Vinod in the circle there. 2 deep fielders out. We have a long off and a having some internet issues here, so hopefully you got that wicket from Vickers, but I think we may be able to get a... I think this is the skipper now for Zug out there in the middle. Cossonay winning the toss earlier today, and the skipper Andrew Ryan having no hesitation at that time, sending his boy. That's the end of the power play now, so a few more deep fielders able to go out for Cossonay. Looks like it will be Aidan Andrews coming in to bowl his 4th and last over. After that performance from Vickers Bart, I think we will see the same at the other end.
Ismail mid-wicket, yeah. Great call, big. Great stuff, our team. Love our team. Great ball in, lovely stuff, boys.
Just the edge that time. Would have been amazing take up to the stumps by Satcher. He's standing back a few paces now to the left-hander. Andrews in again, just the 2 singles so far off this over, and try and have a replay of that appeal we saw just there. and extra run to Zug score. A lot of pressure on them at the moment though, into the 8th over, just 28 on the board. Oh, there's a big shout for LBW, sliding down leg. The bowler wanted it, the wicketkeeper didn't have much interest. But a dot ball, so the pressure remains on Zug. Coming through for a quick single now. He's had a shy of the stumps. It's a run out. Aidan Andrew has run out, the Zug captain. He had a couple of stumps to aim at there. It was a risky single. He was hoping, the Zug captain, that the pressure of the quick run would be too much for the Cossonay fielder Aidan Andrews, but it was too risky in the end. He couldn't make it. A little bit of internet issues here now, but 3 wickets down still for Cossonay. Vickers coming around the wicket to the left-hander now. Again, a big shout. Oh, as a mix-up. Another run out possibly. No. Not a great throw from Satya back to Vickers. Just a single. Bonjour.
C'est au frais? Allez,
Okay.
t'as cassé là.
Yeah. Mumtaz Ahmadzai, the new bowler coming in for Cossonay here at the tennis court end. He's been very good with the ball the last couple of weeks, Mumtaz. Usually coming in at this first change position. Bit of a loose one to start off with. Getting away with just the single down to...
Yeah, I heard it, mate. Yeah. Easy, Vickers. Easy. It's okay. Come on, Taz, go that boy. Come on, Taz. Good length, mate. Good length.
Into the 10th over now for Zug. New bowler at the far end, Ashwin Vinod into the attack. Cossonay's leading wicket taker for the season and starts off with a dot.
Moitié seconde, 1,50 que vous avez le temps pour penser tout, parce que c'est possible, il va poser la balle vers moi là-bas, qu'il vient sur la tête, et peut-être lui il pose là, et peut-être il pose vers moi là. C'est ça, vous en voulez voir tout. Ouais, pour ça, comme il pose. Avec les âges. Ouais, c'est plus difficile. Voilà. Comme les jeunes, ça va. Comme tous les autres sports, comme football, les tennis, après c'est Roger Federer. Et vous jouez combien? 11 personnes dans chaque équipe. 11 dans chaque équipe. Ouais. Vous faites interchangeable pour en équipe, on jette, on tape, on lance 120 balles. Ouais, c'est toutes les choses. Et puis, après, il va faire score 150 ou 200, ça dépend, peut-être 50, quand on lance bien la balle. Et puis après, nous, équipe, il va faire la même chose. Ah, d'accord. Comme ça. le garçon de lui, il est là, il est là, les petits, dans les coins là-bas. Lui, il est 19 ans. Lui, il est 45.
Et puis ceux qui sont arrivés là, ils jouent aussi.
On va jouer après. Moi, je vais jouer après aussi. En mécanical. Parce que c'est pas possible de jouer position 60. Comme nous, on est dans l'équipe. Et puis la saison, elle est belle. Cette année, à cause du Covid, la saison, elle est trop petite.
Some intent showed there by Zug, well fielded by Arjun Vinod out on the boundary, just keeping it to 1. And 10 overs gone for Zug. Not Ooh. Not quite middled. Better show of intent from the Zug batsman here. That was a mighty blow for 6. No time for... Get the replay for you now. It looked good off the bat, but it is not the shortest boundary on the field out here, and straight into the fielder's hands.
Safe as houses.
New batsman for Zug out in the middle now, 4 wickets down.
Good ball, boy.
Cycle from.
You need a water?
Yeah.
You need a water?
Take the day. Get a
Just inside the door on the right.
approval to play cricket from the missus there to optimize the time.
This is a league match.
First time touching a cricket ball this year.
Oh, well, you guys aren't in the league this year. Coronavirus.
मैच आ गया ना मुड़ के दुकान
Alright. Hopefully the stream stays stable with the internet. And it's a dot in the end, as so many hat-trick balls. The anticlimax comes. But a dominant performance so far from Cossonay CC.
सिर्फ स्विंग स्विंग कर स्विंग moi j'aime bien mais c'est swing c'est juste next game I think we need to collect some balls from Chris. Good stuff mate. पिछले साल ये दिन में 2 दिन पहले बीच में मेरा फोन बोलता है open my arms and we can ask Alma to break somebody's body. Bowling your googling stop ball. Me? I bowl the same. Good ball boy. Al. Team आई दूसरी Zug
Bueno, sí.
My face, yeah?
Been too painful, and looking forward to seeing you again soon here up in Cossonay for our next match.